Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Phil.
We're an Australian couple. We bought a house here in Cortona, Italy, sight unseen on the internet.
Follow our journey as we renovate and also show you the delights of Italy and Tuscany.
So, let's go.
Let's go.
Everyone, we've just come back from a walk. Gone and had a look at the beautiful wildflowers. Now it's time for a good afternoon coffee and a biscuit.
Hi everyone. This week we just wanted to elaborate on the announcement that we made to you last week regarding the major works that we're having done. So just to give an explanation of what we're getting done and why we're getting done.
Which will be great because, as you can see, we're still living here in our kitchen on the 2 hot plates and with only 1 cupboard here in the kitchen. So once we get these works done, we'll be able to get ourselves a proper kitchen, a proper stove, and do everything else in the house. So here we are, everyone, on the ground floor in our basement laundry space. So down here, Phil's going to come and explain to you all what's going on and why we need to do these works.
So pretty much these are that's the ceiling for the basement, but the floor of the kitchen. Now, as you can tell, there's been obviously works at some stage in the building's life where they've either run utilities or whatever they've run, and they've just replaced everything in such a bad manner. There's timber there, there's tiles there, there's even bamboo, as you can see, and there's gaping holes everywhere. So obviously that's causing us dramas up in the kitchen, and nothing's level, and it's quite unsafe, to be honest with you. So I think the rafters will be pretty good, but we need to replace all of the tiles, level out everything, strengthen everything, and obviously then we can continue works with our kitchen. So that's just giving you a bit of an idea on where we are, why we need to do what we need to do. So we're ripping up all of the cotto, which we'll show you when we go back upstairs, saving what we can, and then relaying it on top of a new screed of concrete, and everything should be level and safe for us to go. So we'll go back upstairs and show you where we are.
So before we quickly go upstairs, I just want to point out as well, as we've been here, and there was no one living in the house for 4 years before we bought it. So as we've been here, moving around ourselves, our visitors moving around furniture, we've had some cracks in the cotto that is making the ceiling of the floor below. That's on both levels. So the works that we're doing will also repair those cracks.
Yeah, our architect has advised us that, you know, we can leave it the way it is and just make some minor repairs, but ongoing we'll be forever trying to repair cracked tiles, because obviously all you need is one to be cracked, and then there's movement, and then the next one will be cracked, and then the tiles that are underneath forming the ceiling of this level and the other level will continually need repairing. So we'll bite the bullet and get all these replaced. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so here we are. So we're on the kitchen level 1, and we are directly above where we've just come from the basement. And as you can see, Claire's going to pan down on the tiles and the issues that we're confronted with. So there's cracks, there's big dips. As I said, a lot of the mortar's coming away. There's just major cracks, and yes,
we've actually got a space here that's got no tiles whatsoever.
Got no tiles. I think that's directly above the
where the bamboo is.
So they've just filled it with concrete. So as much as it's rustic, and as much as it's keeping that look, we will keep the same look. What we're going to do is is remove the cotto. These are cottos. Put them aside, and as we remove them, there's going to be some that are already damaged, and there's going to be some that are going to get damaged, but we want to place them back in place once everything's leveled, everything's repaired, and that the repairing is to do with the rafters, the beams, anything that needs to be repaired. This is the time to do it. If we need to run some extra utilities, obviously we've got you can see they used to have their stove here, so there's a gas pipe there, so underneath this will be run all the way across, and we'll have a stove situated here. Now you're saying, well, why do you need to lift up the entire floor for this level? And it's pretty easy. It's because we want to maintain that level of the floor. Obviously, if we just do this piece here and leave this piece here, we're going to have two different levels. And this is not our decision. This is a decision of the architect. And as you can see, there's a massive dip down here and a lot of breaks as well. I can just pick this one out. As I said, they're everywhere. Have a look at that. So this just makes it worse. So we've got this level here, which is the floor, where we just came from. That was the ceiling. These two are pretty much on top of each other. Maybe Claire, with a little bit of sand or a bit of screed. I'm not sure what they used back in the day. But as soon as you get one loose tile, this will go onto this one. As you can see, this one's cracked, and it'll cause cracking underneath. So that's why this level will all get replaced from here all the way to the kitchen, and Claire will show all the way into the walkway as well, where we also have got some damage as well. So yes, this level will be completely redone. I think, are they stopping there, Hannah? Are they going?
They're stopping at this door frame.
Stopping at the door frame where your steps are. So it's going to stop all here. So there's going to be a lot of work. So this is purely just for this floor and the ceiling below.
And now while we're up here, we're going to show you what's going on the floor above. So
yeah, similar.
Up here, this is obviously the ceiling for this level, but it's attached to the floor in the level above, and there's damage there. So we need to fix it.
And do the same.
The rest of it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think the beams are okay, as I said, but they'll level everything out. There'll be they'll put some Rio in between, they'll put some concrete there, and then all the tiles will get laid on top of that. So we'll have a brand new ceiling and a brand new floor above, and a brand new ceiling and a brand new floor above as well. So it's going to be a lot of work. We have negotiated with the builder. We need to get this settled as well to lift up all of the tiles and take care when we
so we'll be doing that work to keep costs down. So now we're going to go up to level 2. Here we go. So everyone, this is where the master bathroom is, and master bedroom, and the second bedroom. So these floors, cracks on them.
And we've repaired them already. So it's the same deal as downstairs. Once one starts to move, they all need to be done. So there's some loose ones here, as you can tell. See that? The master bedroom that we've already done. Again, everything will need to come out. These will all be redone, and there's this massive slope.
Yeah, we have a really big slope in the master bedroom floor.
And if I had a tennis ball, I'd be able to roll it from one corner and go all the way down to the steps. Again, not a major drama if the tiles were in good condition and they were all sealed, but it is a drama because some are loose. So if we're going to go all that trouble and try and replace 20 or 30 or 40 of them, the architect said you're better off replacing them all. Again, leveling the floor, that'll fix the ceiling and down below, and you won't have any troubles ever again. So that's why. So yeah, this level's going to be. But I think we'll be able to. Don't you think, Claire? We'll be able to retrieve and save.
We'll be able to save a lot of this.
All of them, because we want to keep that, that look of that rustic look, and so obviously we'll have to purchase new tiles from somewhere and try and match them up.
Yeah.
So So that's what's going on.
Okay, so we're going to go into the bathroom. Right, so Phil and I have been debating. Oh, I'm just going to let you all know, I accidentally smashed the shower screen when we got here with the ironing board, so we've got a temporary curtain. All right, so these stairs here go up into the attic. Okay, and you all have seen our attic before. So Phil and I are debating whether or not to slightly alter the positioning of the stairs and change them so they do a bit of a turn and then come out
Probably here.
on this wall here, as Phil's just showing. Do you want to show that, Phil?
Yeah, probably there. So there's probably 3 or 4 steps will need to be rearranged. There'll need to be a hole, of course, here, re-strengthen the wall and all that sorts of stuff. So obviously we're still debating on that. What we're trying to achieve is more space within the bathroom. As you can see, it's not a small bathroom, but the problem is that if we try and get a bigger shower, where Claire is here, if we try and get a bigger shower or move anything in here, we won't be able to get anything up these stairs for storage. So that's, yeah, the attic is fantastic for storage. So as I said, we're just letting you know about what we're thinking, and we've been thinking this since day dot. We've got one more thing to show you. So for that, we're going to head back down to the level 1, dining room kitchen, and that's the last project.
So everyone, this space here is about 1.5 meters wide, and it's the length of the house. And it's wasted space,
Just
really.
a walkway.
Just a walkway. So to get a larger living space we've asked for a price to put an arch in. So we've got some drawings on the wall. You probably can't really see those, but yeah, we're asking for an arch. It will obviously all be compliant with earthquake activity, with heavy beams, and so that's...
Yeah, so we're waiting on the architect to bring in an engineer, because yes, as Claire was alluding to, this will need to be strengthened, and he mentioned something about having steel going up one side and steel going up the top, depending on how big this is. So we won't know, we haven't got any idea whether it starts from here, the archway, and finishes there. That would be ideal for us, or if that's too big and they won't allow it, well, it needs to be a little bit smaller. So that's the third part of this project again. That we, this is something that we ideally, to make this room open space, we could move the furniture a little bit out there, because at the moment it's a bit cramped.
And for everybody wondering why we're having an arch when we've got a door, that door will be closed.
Has to be closed.
Has to be closed for strength of the building. So that door there will be closed, which will then give us a little bit more wall space in which to install the kitchen. And
this is going. This nib wall
is going along here.
So that will give us a little bit more space. I'm not sure what use the nib wall was, maybe just to divide the 2 rooms. But as you can see,
the kitchen isn't huge, so we need to try and grab as much space as we can from wherever we can. And for everyone that wants to know, yes, we are keeping the
stone sink.
They are very, very rare. We are lifting it just to make sure we don't bend over every time we're doing the dishes. And I know I'll get comments, but this bread oven is going. It is not old. It's probably only 30 years old. It's purely there for baking bread. and we are going to be lifting the original fireplace.
Yep. So that's going to be lifted so we can fit a stove in here, and once everything moves back, this will go. That way we won't be hitting our heads. As I said, we're not giant people, but still everything's very, very low as the sink is. This will need to be raised, so it's keeping the structure. This will be all the same. This will be the same. It's just going to make it maybe a foot higher so we can be practical for us to be able to use it. So so there's a fair bit of stuff going along, and as I said, we're excited that we're finally able to see light at the end of the tunnel, because there was months there where we couldn't get anybody to come around and give us pricing or give us any assistance with what we wanted to do. But everything's going to be done to the letter. Everything's going to be engineered. Everything's going to be reinforced. So it'll end up being very, very sound. So so that's it. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea on what we're planning, and I'm not sure when things are going to be able to start, but looking early April, early to mid-April. Obviously we'll need to be moving out at some point, and we'll let you know. We'll show you what's going on. Okay.
Thanks, guys. From Australia, everyone. So you've been here 4 months. I requested an urgent Tim Tam delivery, so 1, 2, 3 family-size packs. Thank you, Catherine. The next essential, Vegemite. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of Vegemite. Ooh. This is from our gorgeous friend in our apartment block, Cara. A very professional selfie stick, it looks like. I'll have to read the instruction manual on that. Thank you, Kate. MCO Beauty, supplies of MCO Beauty. 3 of those. Beautiful, the Flawless Glow. What else is in here? And last but not least, 2 Baccis, again compliments of Cara, grazie mille bella. And for my sewing, because finding haberdashery items here is proving difficult for me, a belt and some snaps. I can do some creating this weekend. So thank you, Cara, for collecting my haberdashery, and for this looks very, very flash. And thank you heaps for lugging over all this extra weight, Catherine. We loved having you. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and set notifications to on so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos.